Welcome to iForbes Sports. I'm Sophia, your iForbes reporter, and I'm here to give you the NBA game results today, December 27, updated team standings, and tomorrow's NBA games schedule. Before we start, can I have a favor please? Subscribe ka naman sa channel ko. Hindi ka naman pinapansin ng jowa mo. Sakin ka na lang muna. Isagad mo panonood hanggang dulo ng video, just the way I like it.
We have 9 NBA games played today. Here are the results. In the first game, the Detroit Pistons continues its historical run, which leaves Pistons fans in disbelief, frustrated, and anything bad you may want to call it, as the Pistons set an NBA record of 27 consecutive losses in a season at the hands of the Brooklyn Nets. Cameron Johnson led the Nets with 24 points to get back at 500, with 15 wins and 15 losses for the home team. In the second game, the Orlando Magic took care of business on the road as they defeat another bad team in Washington Wizards, 127 to 119. Franz Wagner had an all-around game, finishing with 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. In the third game, the Chicago Bulls wins at home as they hold off the Atlanta Hawks to a 118 to 113 victory. DeMar DeRozan led the Bulls with 25 points and 6 assists, using a strong fourth quarter to finally put away a pesky Atlanta squad. In the fourth game, the Oklahoma City Thunder show the rest of the league that they mean business this season, as they defeated the number 1 team in the West, the Minnesota Timberwolves, with a blowout victory at home, 129 to 1. The Thunder played a strong game, winning all quarters and led by none other than their prize star, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, with 34.6 rebounds and 9 assists. The Wolves were led by Ant-Man Anthony Edwards, who finishes with 25 points in a losing effort. In the fifth game, the Utah Jazz wins on the road against the worst team in the West, in San Antonio Spurs 130 to 118. Lauri Markkanen and Jordan Clarkson once again lead the Jazz, finishing with 31 points and 24 points respectively. The Jazz now extends their winning streak to 3 games, while the Spurs suffered their 5th straight defeats. In the 6th game, the visiting Memphis Grizzlies snatched a game on the road in a wild and crazy game in New Orleans, as the Grizzlies defeated the Pelicans in overtime 116 to 115. It appears that the Pelicans is already on their way to an easy victory, leading by 12 points entering the fourth quarter. Ja Morant and company has other plans, though, as they stormed back to make it a close game. The Pelicans still leads the Grizzlies by 4 with 35 seconds left in the game, but a Desmond Bane 3-point shot puts them within 1 with just 0.4 seconds left. Memphis had the ball down by 1 when the Pelicans fouled Jaren Jackson Jr. in an alley-oop play and goes to the free throw line for a chance to win it. But Jackson splits his free throws, thus sending the game into overtime, where the Grizzlies eventually controlled. Ja Morant led the Grizzlies with 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists, making him undefeated still in 4 games since he returned to the lineup. In the 7th game, the Indiana Pacers relied on a huge third quarter to rally past the Houston Rockets on the road 123 to 117. Tyrese Halliburton led the Pacers with 33.6 rebounds and 10 assists. 8 Indiana players scored in double digits on this one in a well-balanced attack game. In the 8th game, the Portland Trail Blazers scores a huge upset at home as they defeated the Sacramento Kings 130 to 113. Anthony Simmons leads the Blazers with 29 points, spoiling great games from Fox and Sabonis, who combined for 73 points, with Domantas Sabonis finishing with 34 points and De'Aaron Fox with a 43-point performance that proved to be not enough for the Kings. In the final game today, the Los Angeles Clippers took care of business at home, defeating the Charlotte Hornets 113 to 104. James Harden and Paul George did enough this time, as Kawhi Leonard continues to miss his 3rd straight games. James Harden led the Clippers with 29.6 rebounds and 8 assists, while Paul George added 25 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists to improve to 18 wins and 12 losses.
We have 6 NBA games scheduled for tomorrow. Magaganda na naman at mainit ang laro bukas kasing hot ko. Di tulad ng misis mo, ulo na lang ang mainit lagi.
For the first game, the Philadelphia 76ers will travel to Orlando to try to bounce back from a loss as they battle the Magic at 8 a.m. The Toronto Raptors will try to improve as they visit the Washington Wizards at 8 a.m. The Milwaukee Bucks will also try to get back on track after a sorry lost on Christmas Day game against the Knicks as the Bucks visits the other side Brooklyn Nets at 8:30 a.m. The New York Knicks will have a tough task on the road against a very good home team, Oklahoma City Thunder. Tip-off is at 9 a.m. The Phoenix Suns still continuing to find their identity as they visit H-Town and the Houston Rockets at 9 a.m. On the final game scheduled tomorrow, Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers will visit and try to stop Luka Magic onslaught as they battle the Dallas Mavericks at 9:30 a.m.
Heto naman ang updated na NBA team standings as of today. Buti pa standings updated yung kalandian mo kaya? Kailan mo update status nyo?
In the Western Conference, the Minnesota Timberwolves is still on top of the West today with 22 wins and just 7 wins. The Denver Nuggets moves up and are now at number 2 with 22 wins and 10 losses and have now won 5 straight. The Oklahoma City Thunder is at number 3 with 19 wins and 9 losses. The Los Angeles Clippers moves up at number 4 with 18 wins and 12 losses. Moving up to 5th place are the Dallas Mavericks with 18 wins and 12 losses. The Sacramento Kings slips and now at number 6th with 17 wins and 12 losses. The New Orleans Pelicans also slips and are now at number 7 with 17 wins and 5. At number 8 are the Houston Rockets with 15 wins and 13 losses. Now remains at number 9 are the Los Angeles Lakers with 16 wins and 15 losses. Rounding up the top 10 are the Golden State Warriors with 15 wins and 15 losses. Number 11, the struggling Phoenix Suns with 14 wins and 15 losses, who now lost 3 straight games. Number 12, the Utah Jazz with 13 wins and 18 losses, who now won 3 straight games. Number 13, Memphis Grizzlies with 10 wins and 19 losses, who now 4-0 with Ja Morant in the lineup. Number 14 are the Portland Trail Blazers with 8 wins and 21 losses. And on the last place in the West are Victor Wembanyama-led San Antonio Spurs with just 4 wins and 25 losses, and lost 5 straight. In the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics still hangs on the top of the East and owns the best record this season following a masterful Christmas performance against the Lakers with 23 wins and just 6 losses. They now won 3 straight. The Milwaukee Bucks remains at second spot with 22 wins and 8 losses, who saw their 6-game winning streak stopped as well on Christmas Day by the Knicks. Claiming the third spot are the Philadelphia 76ers with 20 wins and 9 losses. The Orlando Magic are at number 4 with 18 wins and 11 losses. The Miami Heat are now at number 5 with 18 wins and 12 losses, riding on a 3-game winning streak. The New York Knicks are at number 6 with 17 wins and 12 losses. The Cleveland Cavaliers drops on the 7th spot with 17 wins and 13 losses. At number 8 are the Indiana Pacers with 15 wins and 14 losses. At number 9 are the Brooklyn Nets with 15 wins and 15 losses. Rounding up the top 10 are the Chicago Bulls with 14 wins and 18 losses. Number 11, the Atlanta Hawks, who lost 3 straight games and now with 12 wins and 18 losses. Number 12, Toronto Raptors slips with 11 wins and 18 losses and lost 3 straight games. Number 13, Charlotte Hornets with 7 wins and 21 losses, who now lost 8. Number 14 are the Washington Wizards with 5 wins and 24 losses. And owning the worst record in the league are the Detroit Pistons with just 2 wins and 28 losses, who now lost 27 straight games this season and are now in history for the longest losing streak by any NBA team in a season.
That's it for today's NBA updates. Salamat ulit sa sagad na pagnood ng videos ko. Yung init ng ulo ng asawa mo, wag mo sagarin baka makapaghugas ka ng plato at laban ng wala sa oras. Kita-kits tayo ulit bukas. Sure mo naman na nakasubscribe ka sa akin para makita kita ulit dito sa channel ko. Dito ba walang fake news? Lambingan lang tayo mga tropa. 3-0 nga pala prediction ko for today. Ayos pa? Panalo lahat ng hula ko. Next na hula ko, mainit na naman ulo ng asawa mo mamaya kasi cellphone ka lang ang cellphone. Let's play balls. Peace out.